a quick introduction in Arabic and then I will switch to English. أولاً أحب أن أرحب بالحضور. أهلاً بكم في سلسلة محاضرات مرسى أبرود للتعلم بالممارسة. محاضرتنا اليوم طبعاً بعنوان المستقبل الباهر للعمل والمشاريع في مجال التغيير الاجتماعي. اسمي سلمى حمد وأنا مديرة مرسى أبرود. أرحب جداً جداً وأشكركم على الحضور. وردتني كثير من الاستفسارات عن سلسلة محاضرات مرسى أبرود. وقلت على عجالة كده أوريكم إنها هي منصة مجانية لتبادل الأفكار والآراء، وعادة ما نستضيف فيها خبراء عالميين في المجالات المتعلقة بالمشاريع التجارية أو المشاريع غير الربحية، بالإضافة إلى التركيز على فرص العمل في مجالات متميزة وعادة بتكون غير مكتشفة بالنسبة للطلبة والرياديين. نعلن عن هذه المحاضرات في منصاتنا دائما في الانستغرام وتويتر. وملحوظة سريعة: لا يكتمل طبعا التعلم من غير تفاعلكم مع المحاضرة، وانتم ما شاء الله عليكم شكلكم متفاعلين كده من دخلتوا وانتم بتسلموا ما شاء الله بشوشين على الرغم من انه وجوهكم ما ظاهرة but I can tell. فمشاركاتكم طبعا المتواصلة طوال الساعة القادمة مهمة جدا وبتثير النقاش وبتخلي التعلم فايدة منه أكبر. عشان كده بشجعكم على ترقب الأسئلة برضو اللي بتظهر على الشاشة. في الوقت الحالي في سؤال وبعد شوية برضو تاني بيطلع يطرح سؤال وهكذا. فأشجعكم إنكم تشاركوا، كما أشجعكم على كتابة أسئلتكم على الجزء المخصص Q&A اللي هو بيكون للأسئلة. سنقوم بالإجابة عن أسئلتكم في نهاية المحاضرة إن شاء الله. وأحب أن أنوه أن هذه المحاضرة ستكون مسجلة. والآن أحب أن أرحب بالسيدة زينب توتشا سيفتي باشا جوتش. وزينب هي ريادية اجتماعية وخبيرة ومدربة وأكاديمية بجامعة عبد الله جل التركية المرموقة. حازت مراكز تدريب الشباب تحت قيادتها على جوائز أفضل مراكز شباب أوروبي للعامين 2009 و 2012. قد حصل عملها أيضاً ومجهودها في هذا المضمار على التقدير من قبل الهيئة الأوروبية لما حققته من الجمع بين البرامج الأوروبية للتبادل الطلابي وتدريب الشباب على العمل الاجتماعي. كما أحب أن أرحب أيضاً بالسيدة بينار الباسن، منسقة رابطة مؤسسات التعليم العالي بأوروبا وآسيا، وهي تعمل حالياً منسقة للبرامج اليورو آسيوية في جامعة اسطنبول أيضاً المرموقة. Okay, I'd like to welcome and thank participants in this webinar. Please be informed that this webinar is recorded, and please be advised that Marsa Abroad Career Success Webinar is a series of ongoing webinars. We host world-class presenters to speak about careers and enterprises that has bright future and are on the rise, not only at the local level, but also at the international level. This is an interactive webinar and it depends on your interaction with us in the form of answering polls and asking questions. You can ask questions anytime, type them in the Q&A, so please feel free to type them. And I will also open the floor for your questions at the end. I'd like to welcome our wonderful webinar facilitators, Zeynep Tuğçe Sifit Basha. Gooch is a social entrepreneur, youth worker and trainer, and senior expert at the European level. Zeynep's work received significant recognition from the European Commission for combining youth and European exchange programs in the form of the Lifelong Learning Erasmus Bronze Award 2019 and the first quality label of European Youth Centers in 2012 by the Council of Europe. She's a member of the pool of trainers of social entrepreneurship at the national level. And Pinar El-Bassan is an experienced higher education administrator with over 12 years of diverse experience in the international level. She is currently working as European Union Exchange Program Erasmus Institutional Coordinator at Istanbul Aydın University, Turkey. So Zainab and Pinar, please go ahead and amaze us.
Selma, first of all, I would like to thank you for your lovely welcome and nice words about us. And I hope that today we will have a very lovely 1.5 hours approximately, but as long as you're requesting, we will be here for you. And then we will try to share our experiences and then some stories about this, because as the world has been changing, and then as you know, this pandemic as well bring it out this new methods of career, new methods of work come out, which is like also social finance, social good making. So that's why we would like to share this topic with you. So, and then thank to Marsa abroad with a very broadened mindset that invited us to share our experience with you. And I'm happy to be with Pinar, that my colleague, and then so it's so pleasure and honor to work with her.
Thank you so much, Zeynep. First of all, I would like to also welcome all our participants, and I would like to thank to Marsa Abroad Managing Director Dr. Selma for organizing this webinar. And it's our pleasure to organize this webinar in collaboration with Marsa Abroad. And we are very happy to work with them. And I would like to thank also on behalf of Intexco to Dr. Selma. She helped us a lot, she supported us a lot, and she also worked to bring this topic as well as the content of this webinar. So I'm sure all our participants will be enjoying our webinar as much as we do. Yeah. Can you hear me?
We can't hear you very well, Pinar.
There is problem in your voice, like
I think the headphone, maybe.
I think, yeah.
Let me check.
Okay, it's nice now.
It seems that we can hear you well now.
Yeah,
okay, good. So did I need to repeat whatever I said again?
That would be great, yeah.
Okay. First of all, I would like to welcome all of our participants, and I would like to thank to Dr. Selma for organizing this webinar. I'm very pleased to be with all of our participants. I hope it will be a very productive and successful webinar. And I hope together with Marsa Abroad, we will continue organizing this webinar, not only in social entrepreneurship topic, but maybe in another topics, depending on our participants' interests. So that the post we prepared together with Dr. Selma. So please try to, attend in those polls as well. Maybe we can open the first one again because there are more participants right now. I would like to thank my colleague Zeynep Tuğçe. She's a senior expert in Turkey in this field, and very experienced actually in Turkish higher education as well as Turkish social entrepreneurship sector. So we are also proud to present here Turkey. We know that Qatar and Turkey are a very long and close friends for a long time. So we are also honored to present Turkey here. So feel free to ask your questions about our webinar as well as other inquiries that about international opportunities in Turkey. So I don't want to take our time, and we would like to start our presentation. And let me jump into today's webinar topic, and let's talk about social entrepreneurship. Zeynep, why do you think it's quite important, social entrepreneurship, change maker? And let me give the floor to you. Thank you again.
Thank you, Pinar. So let me start first of all with sharing the results that who are here at the moment. So mostly we have like our students with us, with the very the majorities are like young students. So that's why also it's like it fits a lot with our topic, because of we are talking about the what kind of future is waiting for us. And also some highly outstanding academics and teachers are with us, that they have this interest to check what's going on, which is really, I appreciated a lot their participation. So as you see, the lifelong learning is like makes a great importance at the moment in this century, which we will be talking about 21st century skills, which is quite important. So that each time we should review ourselves, and then we should add new skills to our capacity. So let me, while we are going to talk about today about this being a social entrepreneur, or why to be a change maker, because like the world that we are facing with big problems, and then so you are the generation that who is going to solve these problems and with us. So that's why it is quite important. As you all know, you may all know, like that the United Nations comes up with 17 global goals to the global challenges. So that's why I'm not going to dig into each category, but if you are going to like study for your further master's or PhD, or if you are going to establish your own entrepreneurship idea, like, or your own company, so you should all be facing with these global problems. So that, and then the more you come up with finding some solutions to these problems, they will enable you to come one step further. So as you see that from the climate change, that from the good jobs, economic growth, or no hunger, etc. So these are the main important goals that we should all take care. So that's why I would like to start with these global challenges. And please don't wait for someone else to come with a golden plate to you and then present you, okay, it's your future, etc. No, you should be the one to create it. So while at the university level, that you as a student, you should previously OECD also reports we checked, etc. All is changing the skills that they need. So, for example, previously you should be like dedicated to work, etc., etc. But now, the learning skills, how to be a critical thinker, or creativity, or collaboration, communication skills, comes up the first top 4 skills that is needed by the world, I would say, all the sectors. Not only with the private sector, if you are also going to work in a public institution, this is all that you should improve those skills, that if you want to be a competitive in this changing world job market. So, and also like the literacy skills that I would love to mention, you should know where to reach the information, how to reach the information, and you should be a follow-up of the media, social media matters in this sense, and to use the technology. And then so you should be like, for example, as like we have the academics and teachers here, like before this pandemic comes up, like the day right after, we all had to change our education system. Like we all come up with Zooms, or like we all converted to the distance learning principles, etc. We try to understand what is the spirit of for the distance learning. So it is quite important. And the ones who couldn't make it, even a university, failed in this sense. So so that the ones who just make all this attempt, get ready as soon as possible, like engage all the staff or teachers, etc., etc., so they come up one step further in their field. It's also the same as a trainer. We also had this, and if you don't have these technology skills, so you are no longer a trainer anymore at the moment, unfortunately. And the main skeleton that I would like to share is the life skills. Like flexibility. I mean, that you can try to work in this atmosphere, on that way, etc., or the way that you changed, etc. You should be flexible. And as like a sense of initiative, so that you should be an initiative taker person, so that you should be not a manager, you should be a leader, so that you should take care about the leadership skills that is needed. And not a consuming person, like a consuming society is working, as you see in this world situation happened, so that you should be like a kind of productive. So you should, whatever, if you're like a teacher, you should produce like some materials for the, like for your field, etc., etc. So this is quite important for the, also our young students that are here with us. And also that being introverted doesn't work anymore. So you should be more extroverted and be social, and then this is the era of networking. So, and it's not only with your family or etc., but also within the globe. For example, thanks to Selma, that we get to know each other. So we are like contributing and supporting each other in a lot of matters. So that's why it's important that to have this like a cool networking for your future career. So if you have any questions, please jump in and then ask. So that's why, I mean, I will be otherwise following up. So I would like to start with the concept of social entrepreneur. So like we come up with saying that innovation, sustainability, scalability, measurable. So what do you think about when you hear the social entrepreneur issue? I'm really curious. If you could, at least one or two could write something, I would love to hear from you guys. So for example, we all know the concept entrepreneurship, entrepreneurs, okay. But what did you feel like when Selma launched this call and then you come up with social entrepreneur concept wording? So I would love to hear from you guys if it is possible. Let's also, let me check with if I can read the, okay. If you
Can I?
as well. If I can read the chat, or if you want, Pınar, you can just let me know whatever it's written. I will appreciate.
يمكنكم أن تقوموا بكتابة ردودكم على أسئلتها أيضا. هي بتسألكم يعني شنو بيجي على بالكم لما يقولوا ريادي اجتماعي، يعني الكلمة دي بيكون شنو على بالكم، إنه من هو الريادي الاجتماعي؟
Okay, so this is like when we talk about this topic, it's like these 3-4 concept comes up so that you can identify with it. And Amal is like she writes something. Selma, can you help us in this? Yeah. Amal ألف شفال.
نعم، هي بتسأل عن الريادي الاجتماعي هو منو بالضبط. So they are questioning, are you asking us about who's the social entrepreneur? Yes.
Yeah.
هي تسأل
What do you
من هو
understand? Yeah. What is social? What do you understand? What do you, I mean, what do you think when you hear social entrepreneur?
ماذا يعني يبتدر إلى ذهنك عندما تسمع كلمة ريادي اجتماعي؟
Thank you, Mahasin. It's like, yeah, who create project to serve the society. Yeah, the main focus is really, that's true, that the society and benefit of the community, that's true. And while bringing the solutions, Mahasin, in this sense, like they come up with innovative solutions, and then they come up not only to save the today's problem, but also in long term they think about it. So they come up with different approaches. So let me launch the second poll, I guess, right, Pınar? In this sense, we come up with the second poll. Stop sharing, I would say, and then so.
Yeah, if you
Okay.
open the English version, I can easily understand if
Okay.
you're. Yeah.
So I come up with another poll, if it is possible, if they can fill in with this. And by the way, Selma, Aman writes something. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Amal is saying that the social entrepreneur takes care of a specific social problem and tries to solve it.
Yeah.
And the social entrepreneur leaves an impact on people, and that's why it's social.
That's true.
Very good answer. Mm-hmm.
Very cool, very cool. Thank you, Emma. It is like the you catch it, like the impact. It's a quite important part. So that's why it is the impact that we leave behind. It matters. So I ask you, what is the work of a social entrepreneur? And cool that you come up with innovation too, and solving and creating, and also like there's a transformation part. If you can check with the transformation part, like it's the motivation that they want to change the problem in this society. So that's why there's a transformation leaves behind. This is very don't be afraid, but very academic table that I could find, and then easily can enable you to understand the social enterprises. Because like there is the traditional charity, as we all know, foundations, or like we have Qatar Foundation, for example. There's traditional charity, but also we have the business part then here. So the traditional business is main like driver is the financial value. They are here to create the financial value, and the charity is on the other side to create the social value. But within this, which is this new concept comes up, the social enterprise, it's like this, they achieve measurable social impact, not caring about a lot of financial value, or not all dedicated to social value, for example. So it is like gathering them together a little bit. How you can understand if there is like there's a traditional business and the social enterprise, so that for example, you just earn money, and in traditional business, what do? You share with your friends, like with you, not the friends, of course, like with the partners of this company. But here in the social business, profits are reinvested for the social good, and then they try to create a new value or additional. Let me give you an as I just remember that one of my friends here, like Tara, she came from US, and then she lives, she studied, she worked in Sabancı so long, and then she get retired, and she went to Ayvalık, which is a very coastal Aegean side, and there she just established a garbage madam company. And this garbage madam, like they get just the gyps packages or clean packages, and they converted it to bags, very fancy bags. So, and she was very rich, and then she just even be the first lady in the Ayvalık taxpayers, which is, I'm proud of her in this sense. So, but she all reinvested her profit back into her business, and then it became a good example for Moldova example, or another country. So abroad also she had this connection. So why not to think big and then do such kind of change in your society? I hope this is clear for you, that how you can identify, which is very important. How can we identify a social like enterprise? Do you have any idea, guys, in this sense?
هل لديكم أي أفكار عن إنه كيف نميز المشروع الريادي من غير الريادي؟
And I started also a poll as well, besides, if they are, while they are thinking, so that something that should like make us to understand this issue. Yeah, the status quo is like cool, and yes, smart business practices, and all about creating positive social impact. Yeah, cool. I see. I'm very proud of you. Cool. Yeah. Yes. It's like really, you're right, guys. And so it's all about these items that we should like identify when we look at to a enterprise, whether it's a social or pure enterprise. So again, I would like to mention that the financial sustainability, and they're still using the smart business practices that you're already studying in this business administration department, and all creating positive social change there. So it's clear we go. So to like wrap up the social enterprise issue is that it's an operator in the social economy whose main objective is to have a social impact rather than make a profit for their owners or shareholders. This is very clean. Why I'm trying to again and again mention this term, because it's also very, very brand new term in Turkey. And then some people say that I opened my company and my company is a social enterprise. But in fact, they don't follow up these rules. Or they are doing this like, they are filling up these rules, but they don't know that they are a social enterprise or not. And the European Union and OECD comes up with this definition. So that's why I would love to share with you. And like, this is like, there's 3 dimensions of social enterprise that you can also see within. Like there's like a primary social aim, that there's a social aim, cool, continuous economic activity, economic growth, and also governance dimension is like inclusive governance. There's like, for example, as I mentioned, Tara is doing with the work with the woman living in the local area. So she's trying to empower the woman there in this society. And also she's trying to save the garbage, I mean, to regain this waste in this sense. So not only she's supporting in the global part, global challenges, for example, we mentioned, not only this climate change issue that she's dealing with this, she's dealing with the gender equality, so empowering the woman, which is quite important. So, and she's leading this company with this woman as well. So also another term that we faced actually also in our global courses, when I teach innovation and entrepreneurship course, my students are always like saying that, oh, I'm like a little bit lost in non-profit, not for profit. This, we are talking about these concepts, but how come we can just go up with these terms? So then I come up with these definitions, which is like a non-profit organization, like a separate legal entity, which can accept donations and not required to pay income tax, as they created charitable philanthropic purposes, for example. But the other side, not for profit, like they earn profit, but neither can they distribute those profits to their stakeholders or like the owners of the company, etc. So, and they are not tax exempt, rather they have specified purposes. So that's why these 2 concepts, it's quite important. And I will be mentioning it, how can it be happening with some examples that are existing. And also non-profit versus not-for-profit is like not-for-profit organizations. They don't earn profits for its owners, but all the earned money is donated. There is the donation in this part. So, and then it serves for the organization's objectives. So these organizations, like they are typically charities or philanthropic organizations, and then they got this tax, like they are not exempt from taxation, but can apply for tax exempt status, and donations that they can still get for the donor. Okay, for example, let me share with some examples that can be more concrete in your mind, like, because if you want to be in this world, in this social entrepreneurship world, you should be get acquainted with with these terms, like social benefits output, the output I'm talking. For example, this is a company. This is Kuru. Kuru is like a food company. It's like they are drying the like the fresh organic vegetables, and also like this kind of orange or etc. this fruits, and they just package it and then they sell it to the abroad or everywhere. So this is like how they perform here in Kuru. It's like the way that they service to support the social benefits, so that they care the environment, and then they use this like how they behave to the fair trade, and then also they pay all the taxes of the like workers in their company. And also like social benefit targeted, Evreka is like, it's a very like, it's getting a very cool company, and now in the municipalities they are using more and more in Turkey this Evreka. It's like waste collection and city cleaning operations, so that they are trying to establish systems. So the social benefit target for the city is there. And for example, this Otsimo, Mesut is a very nice guy. He's also one of the Ashoka Fellows. I will show him as well. And for example, his brother has the autism problem. And he was studying computer engineering. And then he said that, okay, let's come up with a target saying that, okay, like there should be like a educational material that can be reachable for all, so that how I can make it. So he wrote a coding, etc. So he developed a kind of learning material for his brother, and then this Otsimo now he targeted for all equal participation, equal reaching for all the society. So Al-Tahani, thanks to him, that he asked me, from your experience, what are the most important SDGs to increase social entrepreneurship? I would say that actually within all the goals, there you can find this social entrepreneurship concept. So whatever output you're coming with, it's serving, if you aim and if you have a connection with these goals, so which is you should, I mean, you have already in all companies. So it happens that I would say this, you can increase the social entrepreneur concept. Okay, so after Mesut, like Robotel, for example, there's like a kind of, these guys is so a nice group of young people. They come together and they started to invent this robot hands. So as you see, there's also a volunteering background of this Robotel. There's like underneath like 3,000 volunteers they have, and they are waiting for support. And also they are trying to, with 3D printers, they are doing this lovely hands, and they are changing this lovely kids approach to the world. So they become a smile in their face. And let me stop a little bit, and let's watch like a 4 minutes video, although it's in Turkish, but there's the subtitles are in English. this guy is so nice guy that he gets sick when he's like sandblasting issue. So, and now he started a fashion movement here, that clean fashion. So, like as you see, it's very famous and etc. But we have this approach so that you can be the change in your sector as well. Let me check if we can watch.
Can you make the screen much bigger, Zeynep, so everyone can see the subtitles?
Oh, sorry. Okay. So when he was 15, he started to work in this jeans company. As you see, we are all very fond of our white jeans or like washed jeans. So, and then we are always, oh, that's cool, etc. But it's what we see that it makes people sick, the workers there, so that he lost his lungs, unfortunately, his friends as well. Then he started to have his own company. Let's go from there.
فهو يعني بتقول لكم ابتدى يشتغل من عمره 15 سنة. هو من تركيا، ابتدى من عمره 15 سنة يشتغل في صناعة الجينز، وبعدين أصيب بالسرطان، ولكن الإصابة بالسرطان دي حفزته إنه يبدأ مشروع ريادي اجتماعي.
So he also became a change in Turkey. So it is now forbidden to sandblasting in Turkey from 2009. So this is why what makes a social entrepreneur.
Zeynep, maybe we can share also the links on the chat box, so everyone maybe after the webinar will have more time to watch, you know, more carefully.
Yeah, that will be cool. So, I mean, this is how I can tell this actually. It is, he became the change, and then he also make change also in this like at the global level. So he talk with the like big companies who is producing jeans, and then so that he also like make them agree not using the sandblasting at all. So, for example, another problem came out, and then he comes up with another production, like a production that is material that is using for the production of white jeans, etc., instead of sandblasting. So now he never stops. So he works for this as well. So. Okay, so as you see, he became like a kind of change maker in his society. So, and also like, which is like we are used to, he started a movement. So that's really, we appreciate if you can be the change in the system that, and I do believe that you will be. So that's like the, how they behave and fair trade, etc. For example, this Pudihepa sisters, it's also like a kind of also supporting the income goes to an charity, an NGO, to support girls' education. So this Pudibeha is like a kind of very Hittite queen, and then so she will be a role model to empower girls and to be a leader, change maker, girls for future. So, and also like Kazova, it's like pullovers without the boss, it's called. This team you see, they were the workers in this factory. And when the factory started to be closed, I mean, they failed, and then they gathered money, and then they, all this, not only these 6 people, but also all these labor, they bought this factory, and then they said, okay, please be free, pullovers movement, so that they are like running this company. And also, let me check with a question. Okay, this is done, I would say. Yeah, any other questions that I see? I think Amal is asking a question. Yeah.
They are asking where is our translation. So okay, I will translate a bit, but Zainab was going very fast because we have to finish all the presentation within a few minutes. So she's giving examples, and by the way, I can share with you all of these examples in an email, and actually tours also will be actual tours when coronavirus is done, will be organized so that people who are interested in seeing live these wonderful projects. فأنا يعني عايزة أقول لكم إنه معلش هي زينب لازم تكون ماشية سريع في الترجمة. بالنسبة للناس اللي عايزين الترجمة، فهي بتقول لكم هي حتبعث لكم بالروابط للمواقع دي كلها، حتكون موجودة عندكم، بس هسه لازم تمشي على السريع عشان تخلص البرزنتيشن العرض. وبرضه ممكن في رحلات بتنظم ممكن في الصيف الجاي، أو يعني إن شاء الله بعد ما نتخلص من الكورونا ممكن الناس تمشي وتشوف المواقع دي وتتعرف على الأعمال الريادية دي عن كيف في تركيا.
Yeah, that will be like, actually our initial plan was to meet with you all in person and to have this good examples with you together. So there's also a school initiative that there's another school is possible. So the families and the students are gathering, and also the management of the students, they gather and then they establish their own school. So why I'm trying to explain you guys this all these examples, that at least you can find a way for your dream, so that it can be, so that if I can make a light in your like dream, so this is what I'm here for, so I will be happy. So I'm just be a kind of like fast a little bit. So the third sector concept for the career part I would like to share, that's like value driven, dedicated to society and thinking of environment, and not focused mostly on the making a profit. So when you say what is the third sector? So there's charities, social enterprises, social cooperative initiatives, voluntary work, community organizations, private research institutes, so that you can find this job in these markets as well. So not only this like big plazas or etc., but also there is like a kind of option for you guys. And so that if you're really motivated to achieve the like a social focus, society focus, here you go, don't even bother yourself. so that you can be autonomous, because you will be coming with different ideas, etc., so that you will really enjoy this life. I see you say yeah, Ryan. I will share with you the video as well, so that you can just, the owner of this company is this guy. So that if you want to serve a higher purpose, please come and join to the third sector. And to sum up, I would say this social entrepreneurs all started with what if question. So what I want from you guys is to ask yourself this question: what if? Like, for example, I would love to give not only Turkish example. Let's now go to world. I hope that you all know this Muhammad Yunus. He's a great guy from Bangladesh. He came and he's the father of this social entrepreneurship idea, and also this micro funding. He come up, what if we provide funds for poor people? So it took him 17 years, guys, not only very close. So he was very sad with the Bangladesh people, that the farmers comes and then takes this big people who is giving $5, taking more from them, etc. So he said, what if we can provide funds so that they can earn and they can support the other one like them? So that he created this microfunding. So in all around the world, there's the Grameen Bank initiative. Please check. And as you are students, guys, most of you here, so there is like, what if we provide funds online? So like, there's like, if you are looking for a kind of opportunity for yourself, for your studies, etc., or some project idea that you want to do, it's like, go for Kiva. This is two friends made this opportunity. Or like, what if autistics use their talents and become consultants? Like, we cannot find the mistake in the very tiny mistake, but they are very capable of finding this kind of little tiny mistakes. So here we go, and then they are not more outside of the world. So this is Tara that I told you, girl, like she's creating badges, etc., garbage woman. So what if we empower women and reduce waste? She asked to herself. Then, for example, if we have time, I will love to show this guy, Yasir. Yasir comes up like, he found this lady in the village, in his village, and this is very old tradition in Turkey, which is all use old t-shirts so that they meet, and then they became a big carpet. So he said that, okay, what if we change this carpet to fancy bags? And he sold these fancy bags in a very nice Nişantaşı area, and he became ambassador like in the cultural exhibitions, and he went to US as to represent Turkey, etc., entrepreneurship idea. And he's such a student, only university student of political science. For example, Good for Trust is like a kind of marketplace, online marketplace, all involves this fair trade and on trust, etc. So Uygar came that, what if we gather producers and then who are doing fair business? So he come up with this idea. So you must be the change you want to see in the world, guys. So please go for that. And take an A4 paper and then find your strengths and discover the opportunities that are waiting for you. So let me change like a kind of some hints for you. If as a student, what do you want? I mean, what I would love to do, or as a grad, what do you want? Also, we have like academics here. What do you want? Well, I mean, for when I become a professor or like in this department, head of department, what can I do? Something like I'm dedicated here mostly for youth opportunities. So feel free to check these web pages, guys. So that in the youth opportunities, there is conferences, there is like an event, awards, etc. Everything that would be cool for you. so that you can check. Or another web page, Great Youth Opportunities, which comes for scholarship, internships, jobs, trainings that you can go. For example, World Trade Organization or World Bank, or all around the world that you can just get it. And also like Hubert Humphrey Fellowship program. I'm sure that you're, as the very capable and aware young person, you should be like taking a good step further. And also there is an Erasmus opportunity, guys. Also, I'm talking for the academics here, that we can cooperate with you and then do an Erasmus cooperation agreement. Then you can come to visit us and give your courses, and also your students can come and study with us, or we can send our student for Erasmus. So Erasmus not only European-wide anymore, it's all globe, open to globe, so that we can work together in this option. Not only study, but also there is the internship. So that think about these opportunities. And also Qatar Business Incubation Center is, as I checked when I'm trying to discover your lovely country, so I saw this amazing initiative. What is social entrepreneurship? They are thinking about it. And if you have an idea, apply now, they say. So there is also a just option next to you. So please go ahead and find this opportunity. And as everything is, when we check with this social entrepreneurship mindset, volunteering is laying behind. So UN volunteers, you can become a UN youth volunteer, so that and work all around the world with this option. And for example, you can see that there is also expert level, there's opportunities in this world. So please go ahead and check according to your area of expertise or whatever. Or any, again, this is for the previous youth opportunities, there's OYA opportunities as well. Opportunity is your future. So it's like entrepreneurship events, exchange programs, etc., all there. And also like, again, I found it that there's like a Qatar young people can also join to this Reach Out to Asia program. So that you can check, or you can also develop this kind of programs for future possibilities. So you can follow up this, guys, that's nice. And also that I would love to share some recommendation readings, etc., so that you can check with this world if you like. And let me finish before answering your questions. If not you, then who? And if not now, then when? So please come with your idea and then start immediately. So I would love to ask, what is your idea? It's my question. And before closing that, we will be planning to do an online camp program. Unfortunately, it's online at the moment, but then we will be trying to do it on face-to-face as well. So
Zainab,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt you because the two slides, the Arabic language seems to be broken then. I can display them from my computer if you like. But let's finish first. You can go ahead and finish.
Yeah, so that, I mean, I just wanted to share that we are planning to this, like, as we have seen this request from this Qatar young people, so that let's do something together. And you can, whenever this pandemic is over, so we can come there, or you can come to Turkey to visit this amazing experiences. And also like we can come up to develop, for example, we come up with our young people and develop projects together, so that we empower them to come up with project idea. So we are open to these opportunities that we would like to share with you. And before answering the questions, I would like to thank you. And please start from yourself, guys, and then map your own personal skills and passions then find your way. And we are here, and Selma and Marsa is there to be your leader, I mean, to show you the way. Yes, so I leave the floor to Selma, and then ready to answer the questions. Sorry for long.
Okay, I'll wait for you to give me access to share.
Okay, so let me be...
You can release a poll while.
Okay, okay, so...
Like.
What do you...
Okay. Can you also mute your microphone for a while, because I think there's a problem with your headset?
I launched a poll now, so we shared with you some success stories. We're curious if you liked it or not.
Thank you, Zeynep, for the presentation. As we all see, job descriptions have changed. How to perform our job has changed. The skills needed changed so far. So we started here often more third sector than the entrepreneurship. Actually, we started to hear more social entrepreneurship than entrepreneurship, traditional one, and you also mentioned about global challenges, the 21st century skills, and we also seen that, as you know, we all know that we are living through a very challenging times due to pandemic. So you know, the needs are changed a lot, actually within approximately 6-7 months, depending on different countries. So Selma, I think there were some questions written in Arabic, so maybe you can help us translate if there are more questions. And
yeah, sure.
I would like...
Okay, I just wanted access so I can share the last 2 slides, and then we can start answering the questions real quick.
Maybe you can leave the host to Marsa Broad team, Zeynep.
Okay, it takes time normally.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a way out. So
it's in participants.
If you click on her name.
Oh yeah, I understand.
You can give her an access.
Okay.
And authorize her as host or co-host.
Yeah. Okay. Let me. Oops. Okay. So Marsa Broad is the host now. It's okay? Yes. Okay. So on the other hand, we can follow up the new, we can start the new polls also. Okay.
So yeah, can you see my screen now? Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, yes, we can.
So basically, Zainab gave you, she touched based on what social change is and how to do it. But I think it's a long journey that needs training. It needs lots of thinking, and you need to spend time with someone training you on that. So that's why Intexco, the Turkish company that is in charge, the Turkish enterprise that is in charge of many internationalization initiatives, in addition to social entrepreneur work, has put together a summer camp, and we just wanted to let you know that if you are interested in this field and would like to go forward with it, there is a 2-week, like a 10-day summer camp that is in August that will show you how to actually implement change, and you would get the chance to do this using your own idea, not our ideas, but your own idea. You would be able to put it in writing and write an action plan after you leave the camp, what you can do in order to implement change. So we wanted to share with you these slides يعني في فرصة إنه نتقابل مرة أخرى في المعسكر الصيفي في أغسطس. وهيحصل المشاركين على شهادات من انتكسكو ومرسا أبرود. والانتكسكو على فكرة هي منظمة معروفة في تخريج الجيل من صانع التغيير بالتركيز على التأثير الاجتماعي. وبتقدم المنظمة استشارات في مجال تدوير المؤسسات التعليمية، لا سيما طبعا مؤسسات التعليم العالي. فإذا في أي منظمة عايزة تتضامن معهم أو في طلبة عايزين يدخلوا الكورس الصيفي، إحنا إن شاء الله ممكن نديكم المعلومات كاملة. And now I will open the floor for questions and answers. I think there was a question in the Q&A. What is the name of the Turkish entrepreneur that we saw his video? ما هو كان اسمه؟
Yeah, I shared the web.
We shared the link.
Yeah, I shared already the link so that they can just check with this guy and then also start to like get into the topic more. Yeah.
برضو أمل عندها أسئلة هنا. أمل has a few questions or maybe rather comments saying that good education, good health care, and secure society are all important things for entrepreneurship. And yes, I do agree that these are all areas where you can start a project in. فأمل يمكن أنت تقدري توضحي لنا أكثر، بس الشيء اللي فهمناه وإحنا من التعليقات إنه التعليم الجيد، الصحة الجيدة، المجتمع الآمن، دي كلها أشياء ممكن الناس تبتدي مشاريع فيها وفي لها حوجة كبيرة. But you can explain by typing. ممكن توضحي بإنك تكتبي في الشات بوكس لو حبيتي.
I just also shared the name. I forgot. So Abdullahim Demir, that he created this big OGs.
Okay, someone is saying, can you give us information about the summer camp? هل ممكن تعطينا معلومات عن المعسكر؟ طيب أمل، المعلومات عن المعسكر موجودة الحين في الشاشة. يعني هو بيوضح كيف يكون كيف تكون صانع للتغيير. ما هو التغيير ما حيجي من نفسه وما حيجي وانت قاعد لوحدك بتفكر كيف تغير، فلازم تكون قاعد مع مجموعة من الناس وبتفكر معهم، يكون عندك مرشدين من حولك. فالبرنامج مصمم لكي يرشد الشباب إلى كيفية أن يكونوا عاملاً محفزاً للتغيير في مجتمعاتهم، ويحصل المشاركين في هذا البرنامج على الفرصة لاكتساب المعرفة والمهارات من خلال التعلم عن بعد. يعني أنت حتكوني في بيتك وبتتعلمي، ما بتحتاجي تطلعي بسيارة تروحي لمحل. وحيكون في أغسطس بعد العيد إن شاء الله. سيكون لديكم فرصة للاطلاع على سيمينارات وفي جيمز وفي نقاشات. والهدف الأساسي إنه تمكين الشباب من أن يطبقوا ما يصبو إليه من برامج التغيير. Okay, Zainab, would you like to say something in English about the summer camp?
Okay, this is like maybe you can also understand this is not an academic training. This camp will be very like we are trying to use non-formal learning methods. It's like, and the real source is you, first of all. We will try to give inputs. We will try to involve like these best examples, people who are leading this issue, who are like being a change maker in their society. And also academics that is inside it. So it's like a cross-sectorial training program, camp program. So and we would love to have our young people there, and then to come up with ideas, and we try to be like work on their ideas and then flourish it. Maybe you can translate, Selma.
وقالت لكم إنه طبعاً يعني هذا البرنامج ليس أكاديمي، وإنما هو تقريباً شيء تفاعلي كده زي المحاضرة اللي احنا عملناها اليوم دي، حيكون في شيء تفاعلي، في ألعاب جيمز، في نقاشات، وبيكون جزء كبير منه اهتمام بفكرتك نفسها انك كيف تطورها. بالنسبة لك المعسكر ممكن في عنده لك استخدامات كثيرة جدا في المستقبل بتاعك. ممكن تستخدم الأفكار من المعسكر بتاعك في برامج، في مواد بتدرسها في الجامعة. ممكن تاخد شهادة تحطها على الريزمي بتاعتك وتحطها على السيرة الذاتية بتاعتك وتقدمها إذا عايز تقدم لوظيفة. يعني بتظهر كتير جدا إنه أنت عندك مقدرات، أنت جيت بخطة. وممكن حتى إذا أنت حابب إنه تزور أماكن خارج في تركيا، الأماكن والمشاريع اللي إحنا شفناها اليوم دي كلها، لو حابب تزورها بنفسك ممكن تروح تزورها وتبدأ فعليا في خطوات للأمام في إنك تنفذ المشروع بتاعك. أنا بقول الكلام ده ليه؟ لأنه يا جماعة عالم العمل بقى ضيق جدا، زي ما قالت لكم كنار من شوية. عالم العمل بقت الوظائف فيه قليلة، والكوفيد 19 قللت كثير من الوظائف، فالناس بقت عندها الخيارات بتاعت إنها تبدأ أعمال الخاصة بها. لكن كيف نبدأ أعمال ونحن ما عارفين؟ علشان كده المعسكر بيسهل لك إنك تبدأ في الفكرة بتاعت إنك تبدأ العمل بتاعك، إنه تحت قيادة ناس هم اوريدي من قبل قادوا ناس في المسألة بتاعت التغيير الاجتماعي. فزي ما قلت لكم فرص العمل أصبحت ضيقة، وحتى الأعمال ذات الوظائف البوزيشن ديسكريبشن بتاعها تغير، التوصيف الوظيفي تغير، بقى في تغيرات كثيرة في العالم. أشياء كلها بتستحق إن إحنا لازم نقعد وناخذ زمننا نفكر إحنا كيف ممكن نكون نبتكر طرق جديدة لتحصيل الرزق، في نفس الوقت نعمل الحاجة اللي إحنا بنحبها وشغوفين بها. أوكي دينار.
Yeah. Actually, let me give a little bit information about Turkish higher education system as well while we are waiting other questions. And I would like to thank Zeynep for the presentation once again. And actually, it was only an introduction of social entrepreneurship sector. As you are all aware, it's a very broaden area, so it's hard for us to explain everything in 1 hour webinar. So that's why we created a summer camp, online summer camp, because the borders are closed right now, so there is no way to go any other country to attend in this kind of program. So we thought it's the best time for Qatari as well as the regional students to attend in this online program. And as Salma also mentioned, it's an online program, so students will be easily registered into this program through Marsa Abroad. And Marsa Abroad will be sharing the brochure, everything about the summer camp with the participants right after this webinar, right, Salma? So your microphone is muted, Salma.
In fact, I have a poll to release right now and see.
Yeah, great.
If you are interested in
and there are also some other questions related to the upcoming webinars, right, Salma? Maybe we can also start. Yeah.
Okay. Can you please answer this poll real quick before we conclude?
Yeah, great.
I'm launching.
And yeah. And the upcoming summer camp will start on August 11, as also Salma started the poll. So of course, this won't be the first the program that we are planning. There will be other programs, and we are very open to hear your ideas on the upcoming programs, webinars, as well as the online camps. So feel free to write your questions, inquiries, interest to Dr. Salma, Marsa Abroad team. They will be happy to answer your questions. Together with Zeynep and the group of experts from Turkish higher education and entrepreneurship system, of Turkey, we will be glad to organize this program. And for those who finish successfully this program, they will be able to get a certificate. And as we also mentioned about the change of the sector, so you will need these certificates a lot on your resume. So and please follow us on social media, and if you still have questions, we are happy to answer them. By the way, in Turkey we have around 200 universities. We have state and foundation universities. We don't have private universities in Turkey. And Turkish universities become very international universities in the higher education world. And there are many ranked universities, but there are also many universities that also have entrepreneurship centers inside those universities. Youth factories, as Zeynep also run a very long term in her own university. And there, many of the universities have their technology transfer offices, incubation centers. So Turkish universities as well as Turkish startups, Turkish entrepreneurs become very well known in whole world actually. So we try to share a little bit, you know, some examples, but there are also very world known examples. So we will be sharing them during the online summer camp, as well as we will also try to host some guests from the sector. So students will be able to meet with the sector leaders, so they will be able to ask their questions directly and get their experience, you know, learn more about their experiences. So they will be meeting with the role models from the sector. And I hope once the pandemic is over, we will be glad to host Marsa abroad, you know, participants in Turkey, inshallah. And once again, I would like to thank Dr. Selma, her team, for organizing this webinar. We were very pleased to have here with you, with all of you. And I would like to thank also each and every participant. They, even we are, you know, out of times, they are still here. And maybe we can think about some, you know, discount for those who are still here. Maybe we can give some additional discounts. Selma, what do you think about it?
Absolutely, yeah. We've never talked about the price actually of the summer camp. It's very low. It's a very low price. It's not even anything that no one can afford. It's very. We meant to make it this way because it's a social entrepreneur project. But let me tell you this, I can't wait for this coronavirus to be over, really.
Inshallah.
Whenever any webinar we do, just everybody's like, oh my God, we can't wait for it to be over so we can be free and just travel wherever we want to go. And yeah, for many people, it's just the waiting is getting longer and longer.
Inshallah, Salma, we really, you know, miss also traveling, and we actually we got many actually life lessons from this pandemic, and I hope we will be more, you know, much more stronger than ever after the pandemic. So inshallah, God pray, you know, God saves also all Muslim communities.
Ameen. Ameen. Yeah. Let's pray. It's the next 10 days is the best days. إن شاء الله العشرة أيام القادمة هي أفضل 10 أيام لله. Let's do our best and pray that we be relieved from the pandemic and free to move again.
And Salma, before ending before wrapping up, maybe we can also get those names who are still here. Maybe we can, together with Marsa abroad, we can issue a certificate, an attendance certificate for each one of them. So they are so lucky to still to be still here with us.
Yeah, you mean attendance of this webinar?
Yes,
absolutely. Everybody gets an attendance certificate of this webinar.
Great.
But I think the ones who stayed until the end get should get more than just the attendance certificate. Does everybody
Of
agree
course,
with
yes,
me here?
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, well, you have anything to say? All of you, Fatma, Amal, Al-Anud, Irene, Faisal, if you have anything to add before we leave, please go ahead. We can see the chats if you want to type something or. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you all. أمل أنت بدك شيء تسألي